What's going on, you all? Welcome back to Renegade Gaming. Today we got NBA 2K22 Blacktop battles. Today we got Shaquille O'Neal versus Rudy Gobert, prime versions of their player form. All right. The reason this came up is because Rudy Gobert told Shaquille O'Neal that he would lock his ass up in his prime. Rudy, I don't think you remember how Shaq was in his prime, but okay. Let's assume that he would do that. But we don't have to assume. We can just understand that Shaquille O'Neal is one of the greatest big men of all time, the greatest centers of all time, the most dominant centers of all time. And the reason I'm doing this is because Twitter has been going off. The #1 sports podcast in the nation also talked about it as well. So I did want to get this up here and ready for you guys. Basically, if you guys are new to NBA 2K22 Blacktop battles, we basically put former players up against current players in the NBA landscape, because of course we can't go back in time and put Shaq against Rudy Gobert in real life. So that's why we have these simulations in game. I have no control over any of the players. I let the Hall of Fame difficulty computer simulate the match and see what happens. The points go up to 11. So this is definitely going to be an interesting game. It's the first to 11 win by 2. Let's jump into it and let's commentate over it. So Rudy Gobert is one of those big men where, yes, of course, he's the defensive player of the year multiple times, multiple years, all that. That's great. That's great. But a lot of these current players love to call out the former players, the Hall of Famers and stuff like that, when they know they can't compete against them right now. So why are you even having that conversation? You know what I mean? Where Shaq in his own right is and would be able to dominate any era of basketball. Like, no one can tell me different, especially in this era of basketball. Honestly speaking, hard fouls and stuff like that, man, he would get like absolutely may struggle from the free throw line as he's blocking every single one of Rudy Gobert's shots so far. This, I'm going to warn you guys, it's going to be a long game, because one thing's for certain: these two players can't really dribble drive against each other because of how they are in the game and how they position themselves. As Rudy Gobert, he can't really shoot, but neither can Shaq. So all you're going to be seeing is probably second chance points, meaning Rudy Gobert will go up like that, and then if he grabs his own rebound, he will go back up with it and get that second chance bucket to go. But Shaq is just so dominant, such a dominant force. If you guys are new to the channel, we got Shaq against pretty much all the greats. Rudy Gobert, good block. We got Shaq against all the greats. It's Shaq. Wow. Okay, Rudy. I see you. I see you, baby. All right. But we got Shaq up against all the greats. We got him up against Wilt Chamberlain. We got him up against Hakeem Olajuwon. We got him up against almost every center you can think of who is in that upper echelon. We got him up against Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. Like, just matches on matches on matches of Shaq going up against big men. Even Joel Embiid at one point, which was a great match, by the way, if you guys wanted to check that out. But Shaq is just such a dominant force, a dominant factor, right? Then you got Dwayne Wade on social media saying, because the All-Star Weekend next season is going to be in the, oh, Shaq, good play, good block. He gets the rebound and gets the first point of the game. But All-Star Weekend next season is going to be in Utah. And Dwayne Wade said, we should get this match going. Shaq is like 55 years old. What in the heck? Like, no. Okay? No. Now, will he put up a fight against Rudy Gobert? I feel like he would, honestly. But it's just one of those situations where you can't really call someone out from the past and not expect to get ridiculed, because you can't prove whether or not they would be able to beat you or you would be able to beat them. Like, why do NBA players do this? I don't understand. Like, Michael Jordan wasn't this, or Hakeem Olajuwon wasn't that great. Like all these people who say this stuff, as Shaq is just going on a rampage now. By the way, he's on fire, so he has 3-1 right now in the score total. But why are NBA players doing this? Like, nothing bothers me more than when, is Rudy Gobert better than Shaq in his prime? Is Jokic better than Shaq in his prime? Shaq one-on-one would beat anybody. Period. I don't care who he's going up against, what center. Put him up against anybody in the league's history at the center position in his prime. He would beat everybody. He's too much to handle. He's too big. He's just too damn big. As he got a little battle back and forth for the jump ball right there, as Shaq is up now 4-1, by the way. But yeah, guys, like it bothers me. It just bothers me thinking that so many people think that, well, he would have beaten him. No, do it in the simulation. That is the best way we can put these two up against each other. As Shaq is basically laying the ball over Rudy Gobert. Like, man, come on, man. Like, grow up. Like, stop calling out these legends, okay? Respect the group before you, all right? As Rudy Gobert flops. Like, please, bro. Like, he wouldn't beat Shaq in the 1v1. I don't care what anyone says. The same thing with Jokic, which I'm sure I will record that one as well, just to show you guys. But, like, come on, man. Like, Shaq's an animal, okay? And people forget how dominant he really was. Like, he is probably the greatest center of all time in the sense of what he was able to do, how quickly and lateral, how great his footwork was on the offensive end, how he was able to position himself in the low block with his sheer strength and power. Like, people forget about Shaq. He is one of the greatest centers of all time, if not the greatest. Like, y'all want to talk about the GOAT per position, center position? I'm going to say Shaq, period. Most dominant in every aspect of the word, okay? As you basically see him destroying Rudy Gobert on the defensive end right now. He's blocking every one of his shots. He's only conceded 1 point at this time. Like, he is just absolutely quicker than Rudy Gobert. He's bigger. And not only that, guys, what we need to remember in these simulations is Shaq is a 98 overall, meaning the highest rated in the game is 99. That's the highest rating you can get to. It's a 99 rating. And Shaq is basically one notch off of that. In my personal opinion, he should be a 99, but it is what it is. As you see him, he's just, look at him, man. Like, come on, man. Like, when you compare Shaq to Rudy Gobert in the sense of body type, it's not even a game. It's not even a matchup. It truly isn't. Shaq is grabbing rebounds off of Rudy Gobert absolutely effortlessly. 7-1 right now, by the way. 4 more points for Shaq and he wins this game. But yeah, guys, I just wanted to put this together for you guys. Obviously, it is a double upload day as well, so that is what I want to do. Traveling violation for Rudy Gobert. His footwork is not very good, as you guys see right there. But yeah, guys, let me know in the comment section down below, like, who do you want to see me put in a simulation and see how they would turn out. Obviously, a lot of people are also talking about Jokic because he won back-to-back MVPs this season and last season in the NBA. So he definitely, look at Shaq mauling him, man. Look at this, man. Look at this, man. Look at the second chance points. Like, he's just mauling Rudy Gobert right now. But yeah, guys, let me know, who do you want to see in these Blacktop battles? Obviously, a lot more are coming on Thursday and Friday of this week, so definitely take a look at your inbox and make sure your notifications are turned on. They'll be coming up. Oh, good block from Rudy right there. They will be coming up for you guys. And yeah, you know, like, I'm chilling right now, you know, trying to see whether or not Rudy Gobert would be able to at least put up a fight. In my personal opinion, the only player in the NBA that I put up against Shaq who's actually put up a decent fight has been Joel Embiid, and that's because his body type is similar to Shaq's, right? He's very versatile at his position. But yeah, that is one to check out if you have time on your schedule. Go ahead and check out the Shaq versus Joel Embiid. I was thoroughly impressed by Joel Embiid. He is a good comparison to Shaq in a sense of body type and body style, and of course ability and things of that sort. But man, I'm telling you, basically, in my personal opinion, I would say that Joel Embiid is basically a shooting version of Shaq, body type wise. He's a shooting version of Shaq. He's Shaq if he could shoot. Like, that's what Joel Embiid is. That is the best comp I can give Joel Embiid. He's the closest thing to Shaq that we've ever seen in the NBA, period. Like, so many big men have come through the NBA and the league and everything like that, but none have been as dominant as Shaq has been in the course of his career. Like, even at his later stages, he still was a presence. You know what I mean? Yeah, he didn't score all like that, but he was a presence in the middle, right? Whether it was in the anchor role of a 2-3 zone or man-to-man down in the low block, he still had somewhat of the defensive presence that made him, you know, what he basically was as a player. A great defensive stopper and an offensive threat in the paint. Like, he's that great, man. He is that great. But people forget about that, you know. But it is what it is, I guess, you know. But yeah, guys, neither of them have scored in a while. Shaq is trying his best to back down Rudy Gobert in that position. One thing that I've noticed in NBA 2K, if you can back down your opponent under the basket, there's no way for them to block it, you know. So that is definitely something that Shaq is trying to take advantage of. But Rudy Gobert is not really giving an inch anymore. At the beginning of the game, he was getting dominated, but now he's just anticipating everything, except that right there. 8-1, 7-point lead for Shaquille O'Neal. Absolutely crushing it right now against Rudy Gobert. But, yeah, like, Rudy Gobert knows what he's doing. He knows why he's saying that. Why? Because you can't prove whether or not it would be a 1v1 matchup that would stand the test of time. You know what I mean? Like, the only way to prove this match is in NBA 2K22. By the way, this is Rudy Gobert's highest rated version of himself, 88 overall. So, granted, once he gets in the realm of Shaq, he wins a couple titles, something like that, then come talk to us about Rudy Gobert, right? But he hasn't really done anything except win the Defensive Player of the Year multiple years. That's great, don't get me wrong. But then he gets phased out in the playoffs. So it's like, yeah, Rudy, we hear you, but we know that you aren't, you know, the best center in the NBA by far, not even close, you know. But he is a defensive stopper in the regular season. So that's all I'm going to say about Rudy Gobert. Obviously, his time is coming to an end here. Absolute domination from Shaq. 10-1. Super embarrassing for Rudy Gobert. But then again, he shouldn't be embarrassed. At the end of the day, it's Shaquille O'Neal, one of, if not the greatest center of all time. Gets the ball back. Game over. Bye-bye. Thank you all for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed. Rudy Gobert gets absolutely plastered up against the wall. 11-1. He scored once. He missed 24 chances. 8 rebounds, 1 steal, 7 blocks, 1 point. Shaq had a triple-double. 11 points, 25 rebounds, 13 blocks. So I think this is a good way to end it. Thank you all for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed. I think in real life it would have been the same outcome. Shaq would have dominated Rudy Gobert like he did in this game right here. And yeah, guys, like at the end of the day, I'm not going to take anything real serious from what Rudy Gobert says. He's just trying to spark trouble. He's just trying to incite people. So it is what it is, guys. But thank you all for watching, and have a good one.